Hey there, so let's talk about a heavy subject, partnerships. I've been involved in a lot of partnerships, good ones and bad ones. Some really good and some really bad, and the bad ones will leave scars on your soul, right? So I want to give you a couple of bits of advice that I've learned the hard way, and I'm sure there's more than this, but like these are the three things that I would use as a guideline to creating a partnership. The first one is don't partner with somebody just because you're friends, or just because you get along, or just whatever. A partnership needs to be two people coming together, or more people. Actually, I've seen multiple partnerships work out well, but make sure that each person has to bring something to the table, a connection, a skill, the plans to the Death Star, something. They've got to have, the other person has to bring something to the table that you don't have, and you've got to bring something that they don't have. Now, maybe it's just a willingness to go and work, 12 hours a day digging a ditch that needs to be dug as part of this whole operation, maybe, but something that they do and something that you do, and they got to be kind of different. If they're totally the same, it gets kind of weird later on. The second thing is, put everything in writing. Make your partnership in writing. I don't care if it's with your mom. I put the deal in writing. What I found is this sounds like a little uncomfortable, like I don't trust you, but what I've actually found is a deal in writing will actually protect your relationship. I assume you're parting with somebody, most likely you already know and like them, and you want to at least preserve that friendship, or if they're part of your family, you want to preserve that too. And what protects it is an upfront agreement in writing. So ask them, hey, let's put this in writing. That way there's no misunderstandings. That way they don't get upset with each other. It doesn't get weird for the rest of our lives. We hate each other when we see each other, something like that, if the thing goes sideways, right? And also, who gets the money, right? What's the split on this thing? How's the money get distributed? You want to actually make sure that's in writing. That way there's nobody who gets bent out of shape later on, because you could have a really great company with a really good partnership, but a fight between the partners can destroy everything right before it wins, right? So that's something to make sure you get in writing. Now, the next thing is an important one. This is actually more important than the first one, is what happens if this don't work? What happens if we get a month down the line, 6 months down the line, a year down the line, and it's not making money? This great idea we thought we had for a partnership turns out to be crap, or there's something happens in the world that changes things, so suddenly this is not a good business. What do we do in case of failure? Who pays the debts? Who pays who eats it, right? I mean, how is this going to go down? How would this get split up? And get that worked out in writing as well. You also have to contemplate those sad things like, what if one of us dies, right? So suddenly now their heirs are your partners. Or there's ways around, talk to your lawyer, there's ways around that whole thing, like, to have somebody buy you out, blah, blah, blah. But the idea is you got to contemplate what happens if you get hurt, but you're not dead, but you can't work. Do I keep paying you? Does that, you've got to ask these hard questions. I know you get so excited, you want to get on to doing the thing you want to do. Take half a day and put it in writing. Think about these things. You can actually ask ChatGPT to help you with contemplating these ideas and what goes in standard kind of contracts between partners that will protect the relationship and sort of looks forward. It will ask you the questions and give you a whole thing. You can give the whole thing in writing. If you guys both agree on that, then sign it off and be cool, right? So do that. You'll protect your relationships, you'll protect your partnerships, and you'll set yourself up for success, because that idea you have, it's probably a good one. It's probably the next multi-million-dollar idea. So let's not let a bad partnership blow it up. Get it right in the beginning and you'll be cool.